Hello, 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 everyone. Let me know if you can hear me before I get to jabbering at it. Hello, everyone. Hello to the Bud Files. I just saw you pop in. Good to see you. I'll just wait to get notification if you can hear me or not before I continue on. Um, hey, Divine, how are you? Cookies and cream. How you doing? Hey, Cal. How you doing? I guess the yes is that you can hear me. Awesome. All right. Surprise. Hey, Boney. Yeah, I am here. Oh, Lottie, that's so sweet. My favorite person is back and she speaks royally. If you hear me other times, you might not think so, but hey, words are words, right? Hey, Rosa, how you doing? Good to see you. All right. So, shock of the world, yes. You know, Via Speaks Royally has gone live. It just hit me. I wanted to go the last few Saturdays, but things happen. Anyway, there's so much to catch up on. I realize it's almost been a month. I'm like, oh, I'm falling out of algorithm and everything. Y'all won't get notifications, although I try to put it in channel members and post it everywhere and anywhere. But it's good to see you. Cookies and cream, my manager. I've been a bad client, I think, but anyway. Um, I love you still. Hi, Wendy. How you doing? All right, so let's see. StreamYard has changed their format in the background here. I do not like me no likey. Okay, so I just had to say that because when I put in the what I call the stuff that I'm going to cover, but the overlays, yeah, they don't make it very easy for folks. I'm getting too old for this. So yeah, we're gonna have to woosah it out through this. But let me get into this by starting out with the disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. And like I do for Sussex Saturdays, I read my favorite quote that I found on the Archewell.org site. Each of us can change our communities. All of us can change the world. So the title of this, as ever, Triple Success, the Halo Trust, and more. I know of some things. I'm following information and news on them, but they're living their best lives. And so it's not where I had to have a microscope and watch every little thing to see what the crazies are saying because, you know, Megan's out here just doing her thing. And speaking of as ever and the triple success in that we know that the first two rounds, I'll say, of the products, the as ever products sold out quickly. And the rosé that went on sale. Hopefully, some of you got your orders. I know those in Canada and the UK that support, the channel and such that I know of, may not have unless they have connections to get such products. So my box should arrive tomorrow. That's all. I mean, Monday. That's when it should arrive. Monday. Yes. Okay. So I'm waiting patiently for that to occur, and to crack open a bottle and taste it for myself. I hear good things. I see there was a blind taste test, a blindfold taste test that someone did, and I don't know who it is specifically. I know y'all will tell me that just like they did with the jam, trying to get him, be like, oh, this product doesn't taste well, all that. And meanwhile, her product had rave reviews from those that did the taste test. Well, from the sip test, I'll call it, same. Okay, same. They love the rosé. So all of Squatty, of course. I got a persnickety comment. Well, I had one on my Instagram when I shared some products that I had gotten that many of you saw. This is I have to scroll now because things aren't in the order that I usually would put them in. But this was me sharing out on social media what I had received in my little package. So, the hibiscus tea, the lemon, ginger, that is some good tea. That honey that you see in that jar, my husband discovered the honey. And so I had to have a nice, sweet chat with him, like, slow your roll because I'm not sure when and if I will be able to get more of this. So, hands off basically. But I'll tell you, you see the jar is full there because it hadn't been opened. The honey is almost to the bottom of that label. Yeah, ooh, it is divine. It is so good. Have a hot biscuit, cut that biscuit open and drizzle that honey on it. My God, today. Okay. Um, which is one of the things that I did share was a breakfast I had a couple of Sundays ago when I got my products. Yes. And I had the tea and I had that. And so yum, yum. Okay. For those of you who didn't, don't hate on me. Okay. I know. I understand. Um, Let me see. Hopefully she's restocking soon. Don't know, but we're all gonna have to keep our, ears and eyes open. And for those, like Divine, I know um Lorna is in Canada. Divine, you're in the UK. You're not able to get products. Y'all can hit me up on my email and maybe we can figure something out for y'all the next time around. Okay. Um, let me see here. What else do I have? With Love Megan, we know that we're waiting on the second season, which should be coming up in the fall. And then Squatty Corner, I don't have much there. Pre-trash time, there was not. Don't even check for Baby DeRanger because Baby DeRanger is so damn active. Um, yeah, and it's funny as all get out, but Baby DeRanger is so active. Um, Pre-trash time. Let me see if I had anything that would have fallen into that. I have these as trash time. Oh, I wanted to even share some things. So not only was Harry at the Halo Trust on the 15th, but this is from June that he made a surprise appearance in New York. I know all the squatties are aware of that. But I wanted to highlight it that at the Nexus and, you know, surprised attendees. I love this. There's no leaks in Montecito. They travel, they do what they need to do, and we find out when it happens, not long before so that things could get their plans can get messed up. So in addition to that, and if I didn't share it, this was him giving a speech, and this was on the 15th of July. The Halo Trust, his mom was very involved with this and really brought to the forefront. And this is in Angola that he like she went out and walked through the landmine fields, and even where she walked is now city street. It's been built up, and then Harry took that and ran with that mantle, and you know preferably this is an organization that will stay out of the hands of the cruddies over there. All right. What else is going on here? I'm looking through my with as ever. They tried to make a lot to do with Meghan is copying others who have their, um, lifestyle out before her, long before her, and that she's competing or copying off of them. And, it's lovely when there's news that shows like middle finger up because that's not even the case. There's no competition. There's none of that. and that one who received from her also sent Megan something. So please, I'd love to just you woosah. I do a lot of woosahing. Megan did something kind of phenomenon happened that Shalonda Rhimes, if you know her name, you should know her name anyway. Incredible producer, writer, etc. So Megan, she had on her reel, having my Meghan Markle time, and then Megan responded, and of course the squatty caught the comment. I'm telling you, there's not a moment. If she's out there and she's moving, they're gonna see it and they're gonna post it. And I snagged it, and you know, just basically, can you imagine? Can you imagine? Oh, can you imagine if those two? Okay, collab, please. Thank you. We'll all thank you. All right. So, maybe she'll be on with Love Megan season 2. Ooh. Although it wrapped, maybe season 3. I can only hope that it continues. That show continues on and on. All right. And what did I say? Shonda. Y'all know who I meant. All right. Anyway. So there's a lot to do with regard to asking Harry constantly about his life and does he miss the UK? And he's always saying that he misses the countryside. Most of us laugh about it, but if you look at the pictures that they have shared, this one just, where are they? In the countryside. That's why he says that in the sky. That's why he says he enjoys it so much. He did not care for, quote, home when it was his home, and he stayed on the go. I mean, they put their workhorse to work, and he was always somewhere. But yeah, just show people this picture or refer them to this picture and be like, this is why he answers the way he does. It's not that about his family, because they've shown him and Meghan their behinds, and the rest of us are just giving them the middle finger because that's the response that they deserve. So anyway, I just wanted to share that little bit. Let me see what else is going on. As I said, a lot of this, at least it puts in an alphabetical order, but it doesn't help me if I am used to putting in order for myself. Okay. What I'm going to do is just come up here briefly, get into the chat, because it's like 16 minutes in, and this is going to be a quick live stream. So let me jump into comments again and just kind of welcome everybody. Karen, let me see. C. Lottie, Brenda, Kat is saying hello, Miss VS, and Squatties. Rose wine received. Ooh. And do you like it? Have you tried it yet? Ooh. The Bud Files, Divine, Cal, Cookies and Cream, Lottie, Boney. You all telling me that you could hear me. Thank you so very much. And this is Rosa. And Wendy. Let me see who else might have come in after. Oh, Sharon, channel member. Much love to you. Okay. Joyce, hi, how are you? I've missed Saturdays for a while. I'm back today. Oh, well, I've missed Saturdays too, and I'm back today. So you have not missed much, but for those that are listening to the other live streams, prior live streams, I appreciate y'all more than anything. So it keeps me somewhat in the algorithm, but I appreciate y'all. Annie B, how are you? Happy Saturday, Squatties channel member. Yes. Let me see. Joyce is saying, and see, I'm gonna have to do the Joyce A, because I read Joyce B's. So Joyce A is saying, good Saturday afternoon to you, yes, and everyone. I'm so proud of Meghan and Harry. Yes, they are just going out and doing and being their authentic self. So, let me see. Rosanna, how are you? Good afternoon. Yes, speaks. I miss you. I'm happy to hear from you. You're my Sabbath enjoy. Oh my goodness, that's so sweet. That is so sweet of you. I want to make y'all laugh. I'm sure y'all will laugh. On my other channel, when I'm in chats of other people or on panels, there's someone that's trolling me, just saying how deep my voice is. And they're always like, "Are you sure you're not a man?" And I'm like, Woo! I find it funny. I mean, I did have a couple of people like, "You sure you weren't a man?" I'm like, "Don't you think I would know?" Don't think I would hide that, but no, never been a man. Okay, my voice is not that. It's not that deep. Now, if I wanted to try it, I would try it, but anyway, haters gonna hate. But I thought it was funny. Wendy's saying hello, Lottie. I'm still waiting, but I know it's on the way. Mine is also arriving on Monday. Oh yes. Now, until that tracker, the tracking number was put on the package. Oh, I was sweating bullets because I was like, please don't be where. Although they confirmed my order, that it suddenly is, oh, we're out and we're gonna have to, like with the apricot. The spread. So I'm just going to have to wait and see. And I will say, anyone that does order the rosé, you have to have someone over the age, I believe it's 18, to sign for it. But yeah. Joyce A is saying, do an unboxing for us. Oh my. Maybe I will. I might record it and then put it up. Yeah. Let me read that snarky comment I got on Instagram. I don't think I could get to my Instagram. You know, when I try to share my screen, it doesn't work the same way. And the comment's still up there for those of you who are following me on Instagram. Yeah. Let me go here. Now, the post is like from July 1st. So whoever it is, I guess they're making their rounds. Oh, let's see what we can see about Meghan. So the person says, buying stuff just because it comes from a so-called, quote, celebrity, end quote. What is wrong with people who do this? Exclamation point. So I was somewhat sweet. But I did reply, not a celebrity, but a duchess, with 3 exclamation points. You'll know how I do. What is wrong with people who search out someone they claim to dislike and leave stupid comments with a question mark? Because see, I was asking a question. You dip. But your comment says more about you. GTFOH. Okay. Yeah. Oh, did I get a reply back? Hold on. One. Oh, and she replied and said, not a proper duchess. Yeah. The proper one is over there. Anyway, I'll get her. Failed actress, snared a prince to try and become someone once so foolish or fooled by her. Oh, you need help. Let me see. Go take your meds, you crazy old quite bat. Okay. Because she is. Sometimes you have to stress those points to people. Okay. Go take your meds. Now, that's what she gets. Okay. Anyway, that's my happy Saturday. Social media is such a joy at times. Who else is here? Veronica, how are you? Lottie, I want that honey so bad. Oh, I'm telling you, those of you who placed orders and may not have said, "Oh, I'm going to skip on the honey." Don't skip the honey. I realize now I'm going to have to get like 4 jars of it, and I pray they don't put limits. I've seen some of you squatties love y'all. But some have already gotten like 1 huge box and waiting on another box. How y'all do it? What's your secret? Okay, because people got theirs like quick. I'm like, FedEx. Oh, FedEx. Let me see. Kyle is saying, me too, Lottie. Did get the first half of my wine. Oh, see, and get the second half on Monday. Y'all do that. I ain't even got my first box, my only box, really. Let me see. Emma, how are you? Cookies and cream, thank you for 39 months of membership. And you know what? Let me go back up here. Kat, thank you for 38 months of membership. Okay. Cookies and cream, welcome back, Mrs. VS. You were missed. Ah, that is so sweet of you. That's so sweet of you. I've missed y'all too. I really have. Hello, Jacqueline. How are you? I received my rosé today. I'm so excited. Oh. Mhm. I'm happy for everybody and those that really can't because of, tariff situation, um, and her not wanting to probably overburden with prices. Yeah, we'll find a way. We'll find a way. Kathy G, hello everyone. Received my rosé. Ooh, I'm looking forward to tasting it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. All right, Hattie is saying, oh, and thank you. Did I say that? Yeah, Cricket's Green 39 months. Kathy G, thank you for 25 months of membership. Hello, everyone. Received mine. Yes. And then Hattie, thank you for 40 months. It's hard for me to believe it's been that long. Like, I know it's longer than that, but damn. Wow. And so you saying, wow, you're on today. Happy Saturday, everybody. Yeah, I know. I've thrown everybody completely off, probably like, ho hum. I have to laugh. This is another story from my other channel. So, Salanda, if you're out there, hi to you. I don't know if you're in the clouds or not. I'm always getting teased over there about, oh, you don't go live. Why don't you do it? Like a almost like a trash Thursday over there, because it would be more appropriate. And I was like, oh, I don't go live. I'm always messing with him when he doesn't go live on Fridays because he used to do Friday, after like lunchtime. So now I get it. I get it. I can't say anything to him if I'm not sticking to any type of schedule. So anyway, woosah. But hi, Slander, if you happen to be listening. Divine saying, yes, please. I need that jam and wine. Sure. I'm gonna get a list together because yeah, when products are ready the next time around, yes. Okay. Lottie said, did you have to pick up from FedEx? Oh my gosh. They better bring that box to my front door. I'll have to put away Kuja and Penelope because if it depending on how big it is, I may have to have them just bring it and put it right by the front door and I'll be good. Like right inside, but by the front door. Yeah. You know, I'm older, my back and all that stuff. Divine is saying a teaspoon of that jam was not a child. That's how I kind of feel. The honey, I'm just telling you. I can open that jar. When I took like, I took like a knife because I don't have one of those little honey dippers. I have to buy one. Dipped it in and tasted it. I was like, oh, I'm in trouble. Oh, I'm in trouble because I might eat this whole jar myself. Like, yeah. And when I say drizzle, like take a spoon and like drizzle it on the biscuit, I could have just turned it and poured. Both halves would have been like just slathered in the honey. I'd have been happy. It is so good. Mm-mm-mm. Cal no Lottie, I was out on my porch when FedEx came to call. Fantastic. Yeah. If someone is not there to sign, they're not leaving it. So yeah. Make sure you know your delivery date for the rosé. That's for the rosé, everybody, because yeah, which is a smart thing. I would kick up if I lived in an area that there was like porch pirates. Hmm. Hattie says, I would love to see Megan's with Love do a holiday show. Oh, that would be nice. That would be nice. Let me see. Hi, Lauren. How are you? Thank you for 20 months of membership. Happy Saturday. Great to catch you live. I'm happy to be here. Happy to be here. And Lottie, 18 months of membership. Thank you. Thank you. Mwah. Hey, Wellness with Frugal Mama. How are you? Hey, Karen W. How you doing? Hey, Roslyn, how are you? I hope you are well and in the midst of your treatment. I haven't. Did I see Church Nelly? I haven't seen Church Nelly. Church Nelly in my thoughts and prayers always. Okay. Wellness with Frugal Mama. Thank you for 29 months of membership. And look at Annie B. Thank you for 40 months of membership to VS with all my love. Oh, back at you. Oh, you're so sweet. Uh, Let me get into trash time because already Wendy has brought up a little situation. I saw all the flurry about it, but see, when squatties talk about something, we're not just saying it. Most the haters will say we're just saying stuff to be saying it. But we have the evidence to back it up because you could look at the outfits. But anyway, let me get into trash time. Let me do my marker. And then I've highlighted the comments so I know where to come back to. Let me come over here and I'm just going to unhighlight that one. But Annie B, thank you for 40 months of membership again. All right, hold on one second. We're going to get into trash time. I do have a few things. And then we can chat it up again. And then let me see. Come over here. I have to find my way in this crazy mess. Okay, here we go. It's your favorite time. Trash time. Trash time. Trash time. Okay. So I want to bring up this comment that Wendy so sweetly said because I probably would have forgotten because I don't think I have any screenshot regarding it. But anyway, Wendy says, Wendy L. So the cat is out of the bag. Boo Boo Kitty finally got caught stalking Meghan on Natasha's Instagram accounts. Kitty following Meghan and all her friends and associates. So damn cringe. Yes. So for those that are not aware, Natasha, who she referenced, was her stylist, Kitty's stylist, from what I understand. And she was following, not just Meghan's account, but all like Meghan's friends that we know of. And basically copying their style. So you know how we've always said, well, Meghan wore that. And now here she comes. So recently, as Wendy L referred to her, Boo Boo Kitty, aka Absent Lady, because that's how I refer to her. Absent Lady was seen in a brown, like a tan brown striped shirt. Well, Meghan has worn the blue one, and she wore it to guess where? Wimbledon. Okay. Which was like one of the rare, probably the only time that she went when they were working royals. Okay, just to say, because they still are royal, but excuse me, taking a sip of my tea. So it's very cringe, but I think Feminagra did an article on it. I mean, they they have their foots on Absent Lady and all and Weary Willie necks over there. So it is something to behold to actually see that, oh, you really were following her and you were mocking her through clothing because, the clothing that Meghan would wear, there was always some article. I have to watch my language. Remember where I am. This is the prim and proper. Okay, so, Meghan would get dragged for filth for clothing and breaking protocol and all this other bullshit. Okay, so that had to slip out. But Kitty Kit, Boo Boo Kitty, Absent Lady, McMumbles, as some of you do call her, gets to run around mocking and, showing off the clothing. Well, in addition to her doing that, let me come over and just show you that this was Princess Diana I don't know the year, but of course we all know that it had to have been pre what 97 and probably pre divorce. Okay. This was Kitty Kit's Boo Boo Kitty, or Absent Lady as I like to say, very recently. So I guess now that her spots have been blown up a little bit. And I've always said that single white female, if you've seen that movie, you understand that single white female vibe was being given all the time with her, with those outfits, very much like Meghan. And now we know she is a psycho because it's like psychological warfare. Yeah, you weren't good enough to be over here and we didn't want you over here, but look at me wearing this outfit and look at the oh, the accolades I get, even if it's fake headlines because they just know they have to do it. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Yeah. Anyway, we've known she's been out of touch for a while. So someone, and I want you to look at the date. You see, it says 1 decade ago. Whoever did found the screenshot. So as I say, the squatty receipt vault is massive. So this says, and we've asked this question too, why doesn't Kate have any female friends other than her sister? Women sense when other women are artificial, false, insincere, social climate, and greedy. Even when Kate is photographed at a social function, such as one of the many weddings she attends, you never see her making girl talk. She never leaves William's side. Kate probably used these tactics with Charles as well as Harry. I feel sorry for Harry's future wife. Adjusting to royal life won't be hard for her, dealing with Kate and her desperate need to be the center of attention will. Ugh. And this is under probably one of the Daily Mails or one of them because that's how their comment section looks from what I've seen over the years. Okay. But again, that's from a decade ago. So anybody crazy coming into the comments, slow your fucking roll. Okay. I said the F word, but y'all will be all right. All right. So yeah, that's the absent lady. Just cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs and just keep a very, 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 very close eye on her, especially in public. There would be no way I would let Meghan near her if I could help it because she Looney Tunes. Speaking of absent lady, this is more so for the repercussions for KC3 and the absent lady. Allegedly, I'll put that out there, though we know for sure, asking and being concerned about the pigment of Harry and Meghan's unborn child at the time. And so, oh, trigger warning, because this might scare the life out of you. But if you look, and this is a recent picture from my understanding of Chuck Chuck, and this is a recent picture. Now, that hand you see is the absent lady. And it's just blown up because it's from this. That is her actual hand. Okay. Did he have to? It doesn't look like it from here, but he must have been squeezing the life out of her fingers. Because this is him holding hand. The happiest couple in the world. Don't they look it? They surely don't wear those masks anymore when they're out together. Not in the least. Okay, so you got cray cray, you have this. There was some chatter, and I'll just kind of, because my eye went to this. We saw this. Hello magazine had this. Let me take the banner down for a second so you can see. Meghan Markle sends birthday wishes both near and far amid Queen Camilla's 78th celebrations. There was also this from Sky News, which, we just throw our middle fingers up at because they're just full of crap. But anyway, Meghan Markle has filmed herself preparing a very special as ever birthday gift and hinted that its lucky recipient is none other than her estranged mother in law, Queen Camilla. As if she ever would. First of all, there's no leaks off that production, and there's no leaks out of Montecito. So anything that you were saying is just hogwash. I'll put it that way. Hogwash. You can drink that hogwash because, you know, doesn't make sense. Now, what we do know is that Meghan did send boxes to two of her very good friends, um, Jamie and Heather Dorick. So we know Heather with the foundation. But I had to laugh at this because I said, can you imagine if she did send? Now, I would say it's one bottle of rosé to the booze loving mother in law. I mean, that would be perfect for her birthday. Mhm. Would be perfect for her. But I doubt she's sending anything. Why would you to even say you're extreme? Oh, strange. You just want her to, but it's the setup so that you now can do stupid headlines on. Oh, she's so mean and she's so this. No, Queen Camilla is the consort is the mean ass. She was mean at what she did running around with Chuck when he was married to Diana. She gets no sympathy. Okay. Mm, 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 mm. Um, there's some disturbing stuff that they're just putting out now, and I just really need them to cut it out. So they're wanting this whole, Harry and Meghan have no plans ever to move back to Britain, despite his aides meeting the kings in secret peace summit. If it was secret, you idiots wouldn't even have been able to get a picture. Remember when Harry came in and met with his father? Did you have pictures of that? No. This is a setup. We're not worried about that. More than likely, it is about what's going to happen in Birmingham with the Invictus Games. Are they coming or aren't they? And actually, we don't want them to come. How about that? I hope that's what was told to the king's aides. But anyway, I digress. I digress. They just make up shit to be making up shit. Let's see. So where was the one that I had? Oh, yeah. So this is another one saying, time to clear the air. The air. They're pissing off Williams. I don't know what he said or did to them. He's not giving them enough information or juice or something. Because that was one headline. One headline. Here's another one, the Daily Beast. The prospect of peace between the king and his eldest son could ignite fresh tensions within the House of Windsor. So we all have been like, is there a problem between him and his heir? Because that's the eldest son. But if you're talking Harry, that's that ship has sailed. But the faux pas, is that a Freudian slip, y'all? Okay. Now, if y'all talking about, the consort sons, hey, they're not on record as being his. Okay. Um, Now, the disturbing thing that I've seen recently is they're drumming up again with QE2. Y'all have nothing else. You just have to. First of all, you can't say you even loved her. And I'm talking about them people over there in the UK. You can't say that you loved her to even allow her name to be used still as a battering ram against Harry, but more so Meghan. So celeb bitchy, they'll always stay over here. Okay, in the trash time. But anyway, QE2 had to, quote, give up her solitude by renting Frogmore to the Sussexes. It was a long drive to get to Frogmore. And I mean, as far as there's a long driveway, and they showed it when Harry and Meghan were headed for the reception because that was at the Frogmore house. And we all were getting history lessons on all that. It's not that they were living in Windsor Castle, you know, and it's not that anything is just a stone throws away from there. So this whole, by renting Frogmore, why she had to be left off to herself? I'm sure that's what y'all would have wanted, because that fire that occurred, yeah. Mm. Charles, let me shut up. Okay, let me just be quiet. Be quiet. Um, this is interesting. It's disturbing. Again, as I said, there's some disturbing stuff. So this crazy, and these are screenshots that squatties have shared. Some of them I wish really would just stop, because then we would never know the absolute loony stuff that's put out. But so this crazy bitch, that's how I'm going to refer to her, put out this tweet. Drink Meghan's wine and you too can feel like you were in a Paris tunnel. Bitch, are you complaining about the liquor, the wine, or whatever that is being sold out of Balmoral? Do you complain about that? And all the seeing the sauced up consort at certain events because she was sauced up. And then wouldn't even get out the car at one of them, but she might have fallen flat on her face. So, taking her shoes off, she doesn't want to walk in her shoes. You don't even wear 6-inch heels, so what are you complaining about? Put them flats on and walk up to. But there's Chuck carrying his shoes, Mr. Sick Man. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But anyway, this is like sickness on another level. If this account across all spheres was gone, I wouldn't even shed a tear, because just absolute lunacy. Absolute lunacy. So, in closing, I wanted to share this. Let me take down my banner again so you can see. So again, this date, July 15th, this was shared because it was marking what happened in 1957 on that date. And in North Carolina, they do go to school. The kids are getting ready to go back to school shortly. So Dorothy Counts being jeered and taunted by white peers. She was one of 4 Black students to integrate Charlotte, North Carolina schools in 1957. Due to violence from white students, she left the school 4 days later. I felt it apropos just to share, because it wasn't that long ago that schools were integrated. And this attitudes that these people had back then is the same that they have now. Some of them show it, some of them do not. They show it in other ways. Okay. But I just wanted to share. It had to be bad. And 4 days later that she's gone. And they wanted to, PBS be defunded, NPR, at Department of Education. Yeah, whatever. Let me look at this one. This was another closer. Oh, yes. Oh, there's this, So, DT Jr., and the year was 2023. Actually, July 8th, 2023. Show us all the Epstein client lists now. Why would anyone protect those scumbags? Ask yourself this question daily, and the answer becomes very apparent. My, how this has aged like fine, moldy milk. Mm-hmm. Ooh, some people just need to keep their thoughts in their, powdered heads. Minds tainted by the powder. And this is how I feel. Over there is where you can go with your bullshit today. Yes. Those on the other hallway are going to see this quite often. But anyway, the lady in black is just on point. She's just adding ticks next to those that are already on the list. They deserve to get a little extra boost of butt kicking. I haven't seen anything else major, but I'm sure y'all will let me know. I can see there's like 84 comments. Ooh, y'all have been busy. Okay, let me get up in here, get to the comment. Oh, Elaine Parker, thank you for the love. Thank you for dropping some love on me. And thank you for 39 months of membership, most importantly. Thank you for that. Okay. And thank you for the love that you've dropped on me. May the love that you've dropped on me be returned unto you 1,000,000,000 times over. And you know what? I'm going to try this. I'm just going to do one. They have this new thing here on a goal. And so I'm just going to set one and just see. And I'll just do it for um okay. I'm just setting a goal and you'll see it up at the top. You can read to see, and it probably dropped in the chat where I say I'll go live again this week if I meet my goal. Okay. Now I'm going to come back over here. Play my little thank you. So to Elaine, maybe returned unto you 1,000,000,000 times over. I have to find this because the format has shifted. Here we go. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Thank you again, Elaine. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me come back over to the comments. Okay, I'll start that. Come here. I'm gonna have to find my. Hey, Michelle, Makeup Mom and Son, how are you? I hope you are feeling better. Let's see. Coming up. Okay, this is where I left off at the Boo Boo Kitty. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, and this one is a different. Let's just say, because I see Wendy's comment on Boo Boo Kitty showing up at Wimbledon. Yeah, that very performative. She was too. The heat was too much for her, so she bowed out at Ascot at the last second. But yet she could sit in the heat for the Wimbledon. I believe. Did she go to the women's final as well as the men's? She can't miss tennis. She likes to see the balls being whacked. Okay. Let me come back up. I said I was out of trash time, but that's you know what I'm saying. All right. Cookies and Cream says I'm still waiting to receive my wine. I was supposed to get it yesterday per FedEx. They're trying to locate the package. It is somehow misplaced, don't you? Yeah, they better unmisplace it and find that. What? But we know that as ever will make good on it, I'm sure, or from where it is shipped from. So I don't think you'll have anything to. I feel for you. That is until the box is on my arrives and I see the FedEx truck. Yeah, I'm not gonna feel comfortable. And I purposely picked FedEx as shipping testing because I didn't do FedEx for the products, but I wanted to for the rosé just to see if one would get here quicker than the other. Lottie, thanks, VS. That's thanks. You're saying VS. That's a stupid person. Why in the hell is she following Duchess Meghan or anyone else that is? But they're just drawn to her. They're drawn to her. They claim they don't like her and she's a C-list this or a failed. She's not failed. Meghan gets royalties from the Suits show still when it's on replay. So what does Meghan have to? She didn't just marry Harry for the heck of it. Believe you me, she gave up a very soft life. And now her life is even softer after leaving the prisons over there called the palaces. Mm-hmm. So her life is much more fulfilling now than to show up and cut some damn ribbons and then y'all want to talk trash about what she's wearing and She closed the door and all this other stuff to the car. Get the heck out of here. Joyce, I want the honey too. I got in my box, but the honey had sold out. Got the wine. It's great. Oh, see, I've heard good things about the wine. The wine, the wine. Um, so yeah, I'm looking forward to tasting it. Let me see. Divine, if you're still in the chat, are you gonna go live, my friend? I might have to start a live. I don't know. Over on the other side. Let me see. Mama is saying, greetings, everyone. Happy Saturday, beautiful people. Yes. Rhonda says, hello, everyone. I received mines as well. Loved it. All right. Okay. Um, yeah, I hope they find the box because that's not cool. Let me see. Raven 299. Wait, that troll don't recognize their oh Lord, they're shit king. And they're maybe flasher. Oh my gosh. Keen to be, yeah. They don't recognize the current one. They don't think of Kitty Kits. I mean, child, I think she's on her way out. We've been saying that for a while, but at one point you could not refer to her as Kate Middleton. That's all those headlines usually do over there now. So there's messages, but the two oh, this is what I wanted to cover, and I forgot to. I must have a screenshot somewhere. I don't even know. Okay, so palaces are battling, as we know. There was also confirmation that they can stop conversations across the different rotas on topics. So they could have anytime stopped the bull crap about Meghan, but they didn't and they still haven't because strong wording was sent out about not discussing Chuck's condition, and it was just discussing, this is paraphrasing, but it's how it was phrased, like it's discussing that it was even mentioned and highlighted and it should not be a storyline and move on from it, and it should not be mentioned again, and if it is, there's going to be repercussions. Ooh, so you could do that for the four idiots at the top of that food chain over there, but you can't when Meghan was involved. And you claim that y'all couldn't stop the Rhoda from doing that. And we've known better than that. So on the clothing aspect of her copying Meghan's clothing, now we know, oh, she was following. And even the person, her account had the same coloring as whatchamacallit. I can't even think of it now. Let me look. Hold on. 1 second. It had the same coloring as Archewell. Yeah, I had to go look to make sure I was looking at the right. Yeah, so it had the same, that tan with the blue. Yeah, that's how cray cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs situation. The single white female thing is like on 1,000 over there. Let me see. Hattie is saying, Wendy, it kind of backfired on them. Did you see how their kids were looking at the little boy on crutches? You know what, Hattie? Thank you for bringing that up. Woosah. I don't want to be too scathing on them because they're not yet of age, but you brought them out in public as your buffers between the two of you, because that's how those kids are always presented, between the two of you. Mm-hmm. You haven't even taken the time to teach the heir to the heir how to be sensitive, and his spare how to be sensitive to others. They looked at that little boy who had crutches as if he had 3 heads and didn't want to shake hands or anything, and just like they were scared to death. Get your kids trained up right, or just dismantle the whole monarchy. Because people don't want to be bothered with children that shy away from. I mean, that was such a shame to see. I guess they thought they were doing something. That wasn't doing much for you at all. It shows the parenting that is going on in that household, which is none. Okay. Your mother, Diana, did much better with the two of you, and more so with Harry, we can see. You shake hands, William, but you know, are you really there? No. Mm-mm. I won't. I won't. I was going to say something really bad. Wendy says, H night hi. Yes, those poor kids. George, you're looking bored as hell. Oh, it was bad. It just is bad. Children should be taught empathy at a very young age, but just treat everybody. Shake hands. Those two are of a position where they should be shaking hands and smiling and saying hello. Even if you have a bad day, that's the age they should be learning. Put your smiling face on. Go out here and shake hands because you are born into the position that you are and you don't have a choice. Okay. And the media is going to have fun with the heir to the heir spare. Y'all know which one I'm talking about. Okay. Someone's like the heir to the heir spare. Lottie, that's why Harry looks so damn good. That jam and honey and plenty of good sex. I think it's more of the latter, Lottie. And she makes breakfast. More than likely cooks dinner. You know, Megan's of that. Yeah. She had him hooked immediately. Hey, Tier, how are you? Hello, Veronica, if I didn't say hello already. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, and Elaine's another one. Elaine, you might have missed it. I did say because Divine 7 is also from the UK. And I know that Lorna is in Canada and that y'all can't get the products. Yeah. Uh, email me. You just have to look on my site on the channel to find the email. Mm-hmm. Let me see. Of course, everything's still sold out, but once they make known that they're restocking, and Megan was sweet to give us a heads up, you better get your list. Okay. Lottie, I told everyone that Kitty has no self-esteem. Oh, it's beyond that. It's beyond that. Her identity is that ring, that engagement ring on her hand. That's her identity. She walks with her arms away so that her hand, someone asked, so that picture I showed, someone was asking, why are her arms turned like that? So that you can see her hand. She walks with her hands outward. So you always see that ring, the bad juju ring. But hey, that's her identity's wrapped up in that thing. Hattie, she was trying to copy not only Megan's clothing, but her mannerisms, hairstyle, and clothing, and coloring her hair. Yeah. Which we used to joke about. We were like, yeah, try to do that. Or try to do this style. Especially when Megan would do the backless. Yeah, try and do that, kitty kit. Absent lady, you wish you could, but you best not ever, because they're really going to think you cray cray. He might lock you away, tell you the truth. Karen W says, my rosé was shipped to the receiver scheduled to receive yesterday. Then it has to be shipped to me, but I won't get to taste it because I shared with some squad alumni who missed it because, stock and meeting upset. Well, I feel for you. How are you? And I haven't seen Connie's name yet, but Connie Balmer. I just have to throw her name out there because I don't feel right if I don't. Lottie says, I wonder if Kitty feels embarrassed because the cat is out the bag. You have to have a conscience and feeling, and she doesn't have either one. She doesn't. You're talking about the woman who pasted together pictures, and because it wasn't a good, Chat GPT could have done a better job at that picture. The Frankenstein pictures that she did, the one with the queen with all the grandchildren, except she didn't even paste in, Archie and Lilibet at the time, and nor the one of the happy family on Mother's Day. Yeah, whatever. That got them, everybody looking at them like they're cray cray. Joyce V, my question is, why would you leave after 15 years and Kate will be the next queen and you would be the stylist for? Something went wrong. Oh, yes. Oh, she quit from understanding of news coming out. But she quit, and you know, they're always portrayed as the ones so loved, and always everybody wants to work for them. I've seen salaries that they've offered on some of them job postings on their website. That's pathetic. Because if you're working directly for them, we know that a certain gentleman with the first name Jason is getting extra benefits, but I won't go there. Okay, let's move on. Joan, channel member, how are you? Good to see you. You're saying your hellos. All right, Rhonda is saying VS. That is exactly how I described it. Single white female level. That is the next level crazy. She has zero identity. Zero identity. And y'all know I have said it over probably the years, but I have said it on live streams previously about the single white female. Now that it's been confirmed, I'm like, another tick in a checkbox. Again, Meghan and Harry, especially Meghan, living very well and just living life to the fullest, and they're happy and joyous, and yeah, don't have to worry about these crazies controlling the narrative as much as they try to. Rosa says, VS, I believe she started with Princess Meghan, was on Suits. I would see picture of Kate dressed like Meghan because she knew her husband. Okay, anyway. When he tried to, I guess he was trying to make her jealous. I don't know. She just body type and all, she just couldn't pull it off. I mean, I will say one thing, cancer treatment, her hair is getting much lighter. It's just amazing to me. You can sit in the sun and you can color your hair. Okay, let's. Wendy L, did anyone see George and Charlotte looking at the disabled? Yes, we just talked about. Okay. They failed them, because if they're the next ones to, because who knows what could happen between now and when KC3 kicks the bucket. It could just immediately be them. And if they're not prepared, I don't know, maybe that country will by then be like, you know what, we don't need y'all. Y'all aren't really bringing anything in more than you're draining from us. But anyway, here's cookies and cream. Miss Pretzel Stick McMumbles and Natasha need a good old-fashioned drag fest with all receipts all over social media. Oh, that's been happening. Everyone needs to know about their diabolical. Oh, there's articles that have been written. Feminagra is one of them, but there are articles that have been written about it. And I'm sure if the media over here in the U.S. was not distracted by the clown in charge, I'll put it that way, then that probably would have been covered at some point, because I don't look at Entertainment Tonight and all the other ones, so they usually like those juicy stories like that. But hi, Patricia, how are you? You're saying hello via Speaks and Squatties. Good afternoon. I just received my, as ever, rosé wine from FedEx. I'm so happy. I have not opened yet. Just letting you all know the deliveries are coming to you. Yes, thank you. Some of you will remember I took a picture of me looking out of my window when I was waiting on The Bench to show up. The book, The Bench. Now, you'll know tomorrow Monday, I will be out of control. But Kuja will let me know if a truck pulls up. She will let me know. So I will just go look out the window and start smiling. Yes, put her up. Make sure Penelope is in a room or outside, because she's. I could open the door with her. Kuja be ready to attack. And no, we don't need the FedEx delivery or Amazon or whomever running. We need them to deliver the packages safely. Okay. I'm happy for everybody getting there. So yeah. Jacqueline is saying, have your ID ready. The FedEx driver scans your driver's license. Yeah. And I just hope people are aware. Like, I did say somebody had to be there to sign for it, but yeah, that's good to know. Have your driver's license, because I don't think anybody has said have your ID, but I would have just been like 1 second, took off running to the room and came back now. Me running? Yeah. Anyway. Mamo, have missed you also. Thank you. Let me see. Hattie, well, they knew damn well Megan wasn't sending that cow nothing, no products nor well wishes. Okay. I'm like, why even write that crap? But again, sending booze to somebody, or let me say, sending rosé, some wine to someone that likes to get sauce. Hey, that would have been a perfect gift. Mm, that would have been a perfect gift. Let me see. Hopefully, I haven't missed anybody because I am scrolling. Hi, Shirley H. How are you? Wendy is saying our guy Fox Ginger Avenger Harry denied access to the UK media with Halo Trust. Oh, that was the other thing I meant to mention. Thank you. Thank y'all. Y'all are picking up. Just come right on in. Yeah, he did. He said not. You will not. Why they would be going if unless they contracted with press in Angola is shocking to me. But why would they purposely get on a plane and fly over there trying to see Harry? Like, it just makes no sense. Cookies and cream. The ungodly family never cease with their idiocy. Meghan is done with the trash family. She will never trust them again, right? They lied. They lied. They lied. We'll protect you. We'll look out for you. You're good. Lies. Mhm. She's good. Like I said, she had a nice soft life prior to meeting Harry. Her life is even softer now. And there's even more peace. Okay. Tier, they need to get over it. Meghan is done with that family. Exactly. Exactly. They don't acknowledge her birthday. They don't nothing. Nothing. Not on their social media platform. She is still a duchess. You don't acknowledge, Archie a little bit. So, we can do it for her. Middle fingers up to them. Why should you even? I'm kind of only in this regard, and it's not to the squatties that are in these countries. Believe you me, this is not. But it is funny, and it's kind of wicked how it all came to be. Ancestors don't play. That with the tariffs in place, it's keeping a lot of the shipping out to other countries, because it's tariffs in and out. Okay. So if you suckers had been nice about things, she might have worked around that, but it's kind of apropos that you in honor of my boss, Mrs. S, who I haven't seen the name yet in the chat, that you all don't get your hands near it, okay, without jumping through hoops per se. Shirley saying the British tabloids are delusional, very much so. Miss V, how are you, Miss Viv? How are you? How are you? I hope you are well. Lottie, I wonder if Meghan sent Harry's two aunts and uncles bottles of rosé. Well, they may have come over here because they have been to Montecito. Mm-hmm. Maybe they. I could see her packaging it up and sending. I could. Mm-hmm. That's really only how people are going to get it is via, either finding a courier, but to pay for all. I mean, I know some people have done that though. Karen W. I mean to say that they were upset being stuck in meeting and not able to make the wine purchase, so I was happy to share. I noticed some words are from my original message above should be, that's fine. Okay. That was very sweet of you too, Karen. That was very, very sweet of you. Margaret is saying Frogmore Cottage is a half mile from Windsor Castle. LOL. I mean, that wasn't enough space, I guess. That's not enough space. We saw them on their wedding day when they were driving to their reception. Now, if it was that close, they could have walked, but we know better than that. It was a drive. Come on. Mm-mm. Whew. Anyway, it's just disgusting to me that they, looping back to use the queen, she's not here to defend against that. We know that wouldn't have been allowed to have been said when she was alive. Come on now. They're just horrid. Shirley says, wow, the mole is a sicko. Yes, very much so. But it's the money that's being made. Like, I can't imagine now if I wanted to. I think if any of us wanted to, we could create platforms that just drove hate towards just strictly hate, just like they do with Meghan, strictly hate against the UK royal family. It probably would do big numbers and generate big checks. Some of them are feeling lower checks these days. Mm-hmm. That's all I'm going to say. And they deserve to feel much lower. Let's see. Wendy says the New York Post. Oh, it was them that did a blind tasting test on taste test on Meghan's rosé and won first place. Her raspberry jam also won 2 for 2. Yeah. Again, they keep trying it because you know who owns the New York Post. Anyway, haters gonna hate. Haters gonna hate. Lottie says Harry showed them how it's done. He took his wife and child and left those evil people. Yeah, and for that reason is why they can't get over it. They just can't get over it. Gwendolyn K. This person is talking about Princess Diana died under the Paris tunnel. Exactly. Trying to mock Meghan. Oh, her wine. But you've got the royal family that sells liqueur, alcoholic beverages too. So we know. Anyway, let me move on from that. Cookies and cream, among many other things, yes. Among many other things, but that's what people voted for. I'm going to move on from that. Many love them, love them, love them. All right. Joan, VS, thank you for 33 months of membership. Firstly, VS, we've been at this for a while, watching those lunatics try to stop Harry and Meghan. Trash time is my hook. Oh, oh. It was funny because at the start of the live, I'm like, oh, nobody's even. I was hoping notifications went out, although I posted. But you know how well those are the content creators know how the algorithm can work. So let me see. When cookies and cream, Wendy, they're looking for anything to try and take Meghan down. However, it's backfiring spectacularly. She's prevailing. The ancestors aren't playing with them. She's protected. Blessings abound. The window of heaven will open and pour out blessings that there'll be, no room to hold it. Yeah. Okay. The num-nums don't understand that, and they never will get it, but we're going to move on from that. Hey, Diane! H, how are you? I'm just making sure I haven't skipped. Let me see. Diane is saying, hey, squad. My wine arrived this week. I bought a case the hard way. 2 of the 3 bottles set before I learned I could order more. Oh, so I ordered 6 more. All arrived this week. Oh, look at you. I'm glad some of you are listening. When you get on that site and it's open and the products are there, you don't have time to ponder. You need to have a list. You have to have a game plan. What is it that I want? You should already know, and you just start clicking the quantities and adding to cart. Clicking the quantities, adding to cart. You get that much, purchase, go back, click, get it in your cart, purchase. Okay. Just saying. There's Lorna. How are you? Connie Bomber. There you are. Look at that. Okay. Let me come on. Oh, Church Nelly, there you are. Thank you for 40 months of membership. Hello, VS, Kuja, Penelope, and Squad. It's got my rosé. All right. Did you just take a sip like a glass? Or, you demolished the whole bottle? Let me see. Diana's saying, so true, Wendy. Sadly, with Invictus Games coming to the UK, many meetings will take place. No meeting, no matter who called it, was meant to be secret if held outside in the open. That part. As soon as you look at the picture, you're like, that's not secret. We know we knew how our faves do because when they visit different locations, we find out about it after they have already left. That's secret. Okay. They want you to know about it. And then that organization even upholds loyalty and not saying anything right away. And then because, although I think they know they would spoil any future interaction or, you know, with them if they try to spill the beans ahead of time. Yeah. Anyway. Sorry, took a sip of tea and was looking at something. Let me just come on down. Church Nelly, definitely prayer. So good to see you in the chat. All right. Gwendy, those kids have no manners, child. We already knew that by the youngest one when he put his hand in his mom's face. Many of us were raised. If we had tried that as a child, let me just say you probably would not have sat comfortably for many weeks afterwards. Mm-mm. Diane Hyatt, Church Nelly. When I got my first box, I had a special moment with FedEx. Oh my gosh, box for a full day before opening it. It was too special to go too fast, child. Maybe I'll wait for my birthday. Well, it depends on where we are for my birthday that's coming up. But maybe that's an idea. A special occasion. Yeah, y'all. That might have to be it. Gwen Devious, absolutely agree. Thought George was going to run away, child. Now that would have been funny to see. That would have been funny to see. Let me come down in comments. Skipping a lot of comments. Hello to everybody. Hi, Antoinette. How are you? Good to see you. Diane, the whole family is dyeing their hair, including the kids getting redder and Billy too. Oh, so that they can try to look like they're part of the Spencer clan too? Yeah, okay, whatever. Diana and the ancestors are like, listen, Meghan's genes also carry this trait, and so we're just going to give it a double, triple dose so that that family could never say that these kids are not Harry's. All right, there we go. All the crazies want to say Meghan didn't carry them babies. We know better than that. Let me see. I'm skipping. Hey Sam, how are you? Good to see you. Thanks for popping in. I'm way behind. I'm almost like let me get caught up. Okay, so here's Lorna. Hi Lorna. Channel member to you. My theory is Natasha quit because she wouldn't verify in public that she was driving Kate to cancer treatments. Kate gave Natasha a 6,000-pound Cartier watch and was expecting her to lie. A 6,000-pound Cartier watch. Her bank account needed to have, several commas. Just saying before you get to that decimal point for the cents. Okay. Because y'all accounts work the same as our accounts. Just y'all say pounds and we say dollars. Okay. Don't play with folks. And the way she did it, Natasha said, this is my middle finger up to you. And everybody's going to know. And y'all can pretend and do all this other stuff. Even, was it Wimbledon that Kate wore that brown striped shirt? Which I was like, oh, okay. Because, Meghan wore the blue and white striped one with those white pants, flare pants. So please. Hi, Patricia Ann. How are you? Yeah. It's just, y'all will always and forever think about that. And yes, it's single, white, female. The vibe's all there. Alan, what can I say? Thank you for 33 months of membership. I'm shocked there's not another comment. That's because, Alan likes to. Whew, but I like my buds. Okay. Antoinette saying, VS, I just made some crepes and missed my wine delivery yesterday. I'm waiting that FedEx truck now. Chill. You better make sure you are there at the door. Okay. I will be waiting on Monday. Church Nelly saying, I made sure I had room in my wine fridge. Aunt Blondell and my sickening mother-in-law is coming in a few hours for their bottles. Oh, well, that was sweet of you to get some for them. What did I get? 6. I was going to get 3, and then I was like, let me get 6, because I might want to gift them out. Keyword might. No, there's no way that I don't know if it's good, and it is Meghan, so I probably will wind up not drinking it all in one sitting, but I will. Let me just go down and make sure I'm not missing something in here. Patricia Lane, welcome back, because I think you were membership. So thanks for re-upping. Let me just play this for you. If anyone else has joined and I missed the notification, I don't see it. Let me just check in comments because oh my gosh. She's in the clouds. Okay, let me just make sure I haven't missed anybody else that has joined. No. Okay. I'm just going to play this for you, Patricia, but I believe that you rejoined. Nevertheless, I want to play it since I haven't been here in a while. New channel member! New channel member! New channel member! Thank you for joining, rejoining, etc., etc. Okay, let me see this. This is Lorna, 33 months of membership again. Thank you for that. Who holds a meeting in a pub and calls it secret? The UK. The folks in the palaces do. The folks in the palaces do. Sis Hilda, I love you too, sis. I love you too. Thank you for 40 months of membership. Woo! Y'all have been around from the beginning. My gosh. Okay. When it was under the other name, and then I, rebranded. Mm-hmm. Oh my. I tell you. Okay. Oh, we've been here over an hour and a half. My God. All right, let me get my life together here. Joan, I'm not even sure what you were answering, but you like VS because they're all idiots. Yeah, I don't even know. That is true. That was like 109, so that was a while ago. I never remember half the times what I've said earlier. Look at her spamming the chat. I see you, sis. I see you. Sis Hilda, I see you. All right. That was sweet of you and all. Look at this. See this? Because I hadn't seen the message yet. I hadn't gone into the comments area yet. So she's going to let me know sweetly. Okay. And then she says she messaged me. So let me go over here and look on Instagram. This is how we get down. She sent me a picture. I'm in your stream. I do miss our interactions on here because it's just hilarious. Even when you gamed, oh my gosh. You said, I messaged you, I'm here, and I've been a member for 40 months. Yes, I saw that. Thank you to you. Okay. Hi, Janice G. How are you? All right. Wendy, King Harry should be nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize for all his humanitarian efforts just to see the UK explode. That's going to be my last comment. That is hilarious. What are you talking about? They would lose their minds. Listen, to all of you here, I hope you had a good time. I've had a wonderful time with you. If I miss your name in the chat, please do not take offense. Charge eyes and scrolling, not the heart. Love you all. If you're able to share out, please do. I'm just glad to be here. Got the juju back a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Let me come over and see if I met, because I don't see it on this. Oh, God. What is that? I don't see it on. Oh, get to the right line. Oh, nope. Did not meet my goals. So therefore, I won't go live again this week. So anyway, although I might surprise you, you never know. Anyway, I think I need to do something on the other hallway, but nevertheless, that's something different. All right. Everyone, please take care of yourselves. Enjoy your rosé. Not over enjoy, but enjoy your rosé. And as Cookies and Cream says each time here, everyone please stay safe, pray, don't peg, don't peg unless you're into it, and always hydrate. Okay. She didn't have the woo. If you're just coming in, please be sure to listen to the replay. But yeah, this is going to be the last comment. I'm going to play the outro. Love you all. Mwah, 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 mwah. Chat with you all soon, hopefully. All right. Here we go.